the students is Sapan and Don.
Every morning we attend our GSP.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Here's Holly. What?
I know you're doing that, so I'll know not to say nothing bad.
So you don't bust up in here cussing at somebody. Not that you would do such a thing.
Husbands and wives have their own secret language.
Yeah, I think so.
Like I can tell when Josh is getting ready to lose
my mind. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here. Up in here. Sure.
Another day. No dollars these days.
Holly's gonna do some more cartwheels for y'all today.
Well, no, I think maybe that might have been why I had a cramp last night.
Ruined my day. Now let's see here. Morning, Kevin. Shannon, howdy.
Cool.
Maybe we won't have as many people hanging out with us on the radio or the cameras. It's Juneteenth. Some people are closed today.
Well, then that means they should be
hanging out with us.
Just
yeah. 7.
Watching the show.
Well, maybe we have more watchers but less listeners because people aren't driving to work.
There you go.
7 Brew is going to hang out with us today. Sarah will be coming by and bringing us 7 Brew drinks. I've never had 7 Brew. I'm pretty excited about it. I don't do the iced coffees and things, and I think so. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try whatever they bring me. So we'll see. But I'm pretty excited to try. It's free, so, if I don't like it, then no big deal. I probably don't try those things because I don't want to pay money and not like it. I think they got regular hot coffees too, but I think they're bringing around the ice drinks. But they'll be joining us later. Where are we going to put your phone? Camera. Well, we've done it before. What did we do? I need to send you an invite.
We stuck it on that light tripod, but I don't even know where the dadgum.
Oh, it's my office.
The tripod to it. I think that's what we had it on. I'm gonna go get it.
Yeah. Oops. Morning, Jessica Addison. Good to see you with us. Did you find it? You're gonna get an email, but it's gonna come from Hudson's email because apparently he was automatically logged in. I didn't realize it.
Okay.
Good Thursday morning to you, everybody. Welcome in Thunder Radio Morning Show. Glad to have you along with us on this Thursday, rainy Thursday, outside the Unity Medical Center studios. I am Josh Peterson. Holly will join me in just a moment. Getting you to work, getting you home from work for you night shift warriors. For those of you who are working today, Juneteenth. So some people are not working. I don't think the banks are open today. I don't know who else has got the day off, but we're hard at it. That is for sure. 70 degrees out there, raining right now. We have a pretty good chance of heavy rain, especially early in the day. 70% chance. Could see some heavy downpours. High of 83. Some rumbles of thunder along with that. I don't think anything too severe. 66 overnight tonight. We keep a slight rain chance, and then we clear out, and summer arrives with authority Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So we're going to be around upper 80s on Friday, 90 on Saturday, 92 on Sunday, mid 90s on Monday. Heat index values soaring above 100 by the time we get to Sunday and Monday. It's going to be hot up in here. Weather forecast brought to you by the Hillsboro Food Company. Perfect for grilling, that weather is. Get outside, get that grill fired up. We've had a lot of rainy weekends. People haven't had a chance to get to the grill. It's going to be a good grilling weekend, and they'll cut that meat fresh for you at the Hillsboro Food Company. Open 6 to 6 Monday through Friday, 8 to 4 on Saturdays. Get on over there and visit. Brandon, Angie, and their team, they'll be excited to have you at the Hillsboro Food Company, 7403 Hillsboro Highway. We have a lot to do today, per normal. This is our last show for a bit. We are out tomorrow and next week for our annual morning show summer vacation, but we'll have some good best ofs for you lined up. But today's going to be a good one. We have a couple of guests coming over from 7 Brew. They'll be opening up soon in Manchester. A lot of people have seen the building go up there right next to John Roberts, across from Home Depot there, across from Chick-fil-A, that general area of town. They're currently going around giving out samples. Sarah from 7 Brew and also Sarah from 7 Brew are going to stop by this morning, visit with us, tell us about the business. I've gotten a little bit of I didn't know how 7 Brew works, so they kind of gave me a rundown of that. So they're going to visit around 7:30. They're going to bring us some free drinks. So prizes for us. We never get prizes. So that's coming. You can learn a little bit about them. We got Stupid Silly Stat, Name That Something, still coming up later on in the show, your birthdays. The show may get rearranged a little bit based on their visit, but we'll still try to get to as many things as we can. But before we do any of that, first and foremost, we need to welcome in the better half of the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Across from me sits the brains of this operation, the planner, the organizer, the CEO, and the president of Peterson Media Group. She is by far the looks inside of this studio. She is the president of the Manchester Chamber of Commerce, the microphone licker herself, the corncob eater, one of the main reasons the rockin' world goes round. She cleans the glasses with the Vaseline. Holly, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Where are your glasses? Can you even see?
Well,
Why do you put them face down on the table?
I just set them down.
Yeah,
they
you threw them down. You
that
threw
way.
them down face down. That's why they're scratched and nasty.
Already. Sometimes when I have a hat, my glasses, and it hurts.
It pushes.
It hurts my head.
I got you. Where's my belt? All right. Holly got an injury from her cartwheeling.
It wasn't an injury.
She cartwheeled yesterday, and then all of a sudden yesterday, it was that left leg, even the lead leg, I think. She had a real bad issue with that leg last night.
It drew up like this, and it was the.
She thought she had been shot. You thought a rifle had hit her right in that leg. She goes, "Ah!" And it wasn't a cramp. I don't know what was wrong with her, but
It did. I've had a cramp. This was more linear and isolated. It felt like.
Morning, Robert.
Like a tendon or a ligament got real tight or something. And it felt like if I stretched my leg out, that sucker was just going to pop.
And I don't know. I kept trying to tell her to stretch it out. That's what you need to do. It's like you got to walk it off. And she did. When she started walking around, it got better.
Well, I had to. If Josh would have tried to grab my leg and pull it, I'd have punched him right in the face because it hurt. You couldn't do it fast. I was gonna injure myself if I went.
Comings and goings, what's happening in and around the Manchester community. Tomorrow, don't forget, I guess Friday and Saturday, there'll be I wouldn't call it a community yard sale, but I guess you could kind of call it that, out at the Coffee County Fairgrounds. So let's be aware of that. 8 to 3 both days. The weather's going to clear up, be nice for that, be nice and warm. I know people, I saw one of our former employees, Jackson Ham, he had posted that he was going to be out there selling like action figures and stuff like that. So all kind of different stuff going on out there.
Thanks for letting me be a part of the show. Appreciate it. That's the resellers.
Yeah, so there'll be some
Option.
resellers, there's some yard sellers. You can have a booth out there as well. It's $20 for a 20 by 20 tent there. Let's see other things. That's Friday and Saturday. Today, United Propane Gas, it's on McMinnville Highway on the left. They're having a customer appreciation day. Free hot dogs, chips, and all that stuff. But you could register for a chance to win like a free propane grill, and they're giving away 2 100-gallon fill-ups.
Nice.
It's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
So y'all swing by. It's all day long on McMinnville Highway.
There's lunch.
Right?
Free hot dogs.
Yes. So anyway, that's on the left on McMinnville Highway on your way toward like East Coffee. So swing by there having customer appreciation, and don't let the rain dampen that. Y'all get out and see them. And you don't have to be a customer, by the way. Sometimes people hear customer appreciation and they think, oh, I'm not a customer of that particular business. But they'd be glad to have you because they're welcoming all customers and potential future customers. So get on out and visit them today. We are 15 days away from Independence Day, 2 weeks from tomorrow.
So I'm trying to soak in all the next 2 weeks.
This is the best time of year.
Yeah,
It's Christmas in the summer. Right
time
here.
leading up to the 4th,
Yeah, and the 4th of July weekend. That whole time is and 4th's falling on a good day this year. It's on a Friday, so you kind of get the wraparound weekend to go with it, which means we get extra fireworks from our neighbors and stuff. And it's loud and the dogs bark more. But it's it falls on a good spot. I don't like it when the 4th is on like a Wednesday.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do? Take off all week? I mean, I guess I will. I mean, it kind of messes with my workflow. But I like it when it's on Friday or not really on Monday so much. But good long weekend. That'll be good. And then once you come out of that, it's like,
July 4th, fireworks, red, white, and blue, America.
Yeah.
July 5th, Halloween decorations are out in the stores.
Right? Immediately. Back to school stuff, if it's not out already, probably. I haven't been to a store like a Walmart or anything, but I'm sure back to school stuff is probably getting out pretty soon. Anyway, do you have any comings and goings of note that we need to talk about while we have a moment here?
The trench games were supposed to be this morning.
Oh, yeah. Rain, get those?
The Coffee County High School football team were going to have the inaugural trench games. And I believe this is like your big boys, your linemen, like they're tossing tires and holding hammers. I think these are the
holding hammers.
Hammer hold is what it's called.
Gotcha.
I reckon. I thought it was probably a big sledgehammer. I don't. Yeah. Who knows? Not me. But with the rain, I don't know if they're going to be able to have them.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going. I do know today is free physical day.
Free physical
day.
If
you are an athlete in Coffee County or you have a child and they don't have to go to Coffee County schools. It could even be it could be a city school or even a Tullahoma school. If you need a free physical, Dr. Trussler's office doing that today. I think from 10 until 2 at Raider Academy. That's at 865 McMinnville Highway in Manchester. So if they need a free physical, show up there. Dr. Trussler's office does it for free. His whole staff takes the whole day and sets up in there. It's really cool.
I can't talk to Dr. Trussler. I can't. I never know if he's joking or not.
He's probably joking. Most of the time. Although I'm with you, because sometimes he starts talking, I think a joke's coming. I'm like, well, he's being serious right now.
I know. It makes me so anxious when sometimes at the football games on the sidelines, he'll stand next to me and I'm like, oh, please don't talk to me. I don't want to have to try and decipher if you're kidding or conversating.
Well, now you're in trouble because somebody's going to tell him you said that and it's going to get way worse for you.
Makes me anxious because I'm awkward anyway. I'm just going to assume he's joking at all times. And then I'm going to laugh at something I ain't supposed to.
Have you told him that joke about the guy with the eyelid? Because he would think that's funny.
He told me that joke.
Oh, is that where you got it?
Yeah.
She's been sharing that all over the place.
I've got a few jokes. I can't tell them on air though.
Go ahead.
No.
Ain't no kids listening this early in the morning on a summer day. For the radio crowd we talked about this on the cameras a little bit as we were coming on, but for the radio crowd, Holly had suffered a bit of an injury from her cartwheeling yesterday.
It wasn't an injury. I'm not
cartwheeled
sore.
Into the wall.
I'm fine. Everything's fine.
But she last night couldn't walk.
No.
For a brief period of time. Her left leg.
my
just,
left leg drawed up and contracted, and I couldn't straight. It hurt me. It felt like a rubber band was pulled tight from.
Just randomly. She wasn't even doing
I
anything.
wouldn't. Well,
She wasn't even doing anything.
it was pulled tight from like my calf to the inside of my thigh. That just that whole
I'm
leg.
trying to replay this video to see which one your left leg was. So I think that was your lead leg. It's not the one that caught the wall.
But it's the one that does the pushing.
Okay. So yeah, it probably just
No
spasmed
way.
out from
No.
all the. Yeah, it's the one that does the pushing.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it is.
No, you're wrong.
Get up and do another one. It's your left leg, or just stand there and start to do one.
I'll do it on the commercial break.
No, do it right now.
Do you think competition is healthy?
100%, all the time.
I feel like I've noticed some of lately. It seems there are, I don't know, like a wave trying to happen of everybody should be treated equally in terms of sports.
Oh, okay.
And athletics.
Gotcha.
And just competition in general. You know what I'm like?
I don't know where you're going with it.
Okay, let me see. I was thinking about it on the way to work this morning, but nothing makes me want to work harder than if I think there's competition.
Sure, you want to be the best. That's pretty typical. That's good. That's healthy.
There you go. Healthy. I feel like it's healthy. I feel like you're supposed
But then
to
you
have
can go
that.
too far and you can do stupid things. But I think there's a line. When I was younger, I didn't know where that line was, and I was going to win at all cost at everything.
Well, my brother was like that, but he cheated quite often. Anytime, every time he had the opportunity. I saw a post the other day about how every kid, if they're on the team, should get to play.
That's garbage. I mean, what age though?
What age? Did the
under 12?
Is it a tryout team?
Yeah, there's a travel team. Yeah, under 12 rec league. Yeah, everybody should play.
Yeah, 100%.
You want to be involved. You want to, because then sometimes
absolutely.
Sometimes kids don't know if they like it. Sometimes kids don't even start getting good until they're later. You're like,
late bloomers.
Sometimes kids that are 5-year-old prodigies, they don't make it past 12. A lot of times, in fact, that is the case.
That's a peak.
Yeah, they peak early. See that in middle school a lot. Kids that are just studs in middle school don't do that much in high school because they peak. They stop working, and everybody else will catch up to them because they happen to be a little bigger than everybody right now. Not all the time, but yeah, once you get to middle school athletics
and you have
travel
to try,
ball athletics, then
you have to try out to make the team.
Everybody
or not.
should not play. You're either good enough to play or you're not. Right. I mean, if you're a decent coach, you're going to try to find a way to get people involved, right? I mean, I'm not going to keep. I don't know why you're going to keep someone who couldn't help you in some way, or you don't see the potential for them to help you in some way down the line.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not this year, but you should have a JV team or a B team or whatever where they can play. So, but I don't understand the point of keeping a bunch of people who are never going to play ever. Like, because I've seen this, and I don't name names, but I've seen this where there's kids on the roster who don't play, clearly ain't gonna play, and then eventually they never do play. Like, why were they there?
Yeah,
because even if that takes up time and instruction for something, I don't know. I'm a little difficult on that one. I'm just kind of like, I don't understand that. Like, if you thought they had the potential to play, sure, but that would be like putting me on the hockey team, man. I can't skate. So you can put me on the team and be like, oh, you got a good chance. I'm not stupid. I'm not going to play.
Yeah. Well.
And you're taking away instruction time from somebody else. Yeah, Jessica with the answer that I knew was going to come in a minute. Travel ball keeps kids on the roster for money. And that frustrates me about the travel ball game.
Yeah.
Like, let's say baseball. How many do you need? 12? 11, 12?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm keeping. That way, somebody gets hurt, somebody can't be there, I still got to have to play. You got to have arms too, right? You got to have arms to get through the weekend or, long weekend. But I don't know how many they keep. I didn't play the travel ball growing up.
That wasn't as big when we were growing up, was it?
No, it was not. There was a little bit of that going on. But I think even at the high school level, that does happen. They'll keep people who they think will fundraise. And I don't like that.
Yeah.
But also, to play devil's advocate, I don't know how we've even got here. On this discussion, I didn't realize it was coming.
That's what I was thinking.
But to play devil's advocate a little bit on that, teams have to raise their own money.
Yeah.
They don't get a lot of money from the school system, if any, in some sports. And so, if you want to have nice things, you got to raise the cash. That's why I was a little irritated with people in their comments that Bonnaroo doesn't do anything. That's just not accurate.
But not even in sports. I'm talking about professionally. I think competition is
100%. Oh
healthy.
yeah, you're talking about like just restaurant versus restaurant or whatever.
Like it keeps you.
Well, listen, I'm here to tell you. I'm not saying that this would happen, but if there were one restaurant in town, and that was the only restaurant there was, do you think they would go the extra mile to make sure they're doing the absolute best they can?
Where else are you going to go?
Where else are you going to go?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying, it depends on the character of that, but even people with the best of character are going to lax a little bit if they know, where are they going to go?
Yeah.
So I bought all these radio stations.
I saw
Where else are you going to go?
I don't remember. It was a fancy restaurant.
That was a joke.
It was a fancy restaurant, and I guess the customer complained about the dish, sent the dish back, and the chef, who was like a pretty top chef,
yeah,
he lost his mind. Apparently, you don't send food back to him. He sends it how it's meant to be, and he took great offense to that. Went out there, yelled, told the customer, "Get out! You're not allowed here." He flipped the table.
Well, he grabbed the tablecloth and wrapped up all the stuff. Basically said, "Leave, get out of here. I don't want your money."
Yeah,
he was a little cranky.
That's. I feel like if you have one restaurant in town, the owner can act like that.
He can act like that. Yeah. So why do you think the Mexican food around here is so good?
Yeah, because they're all trying to be the best.
They're all trying to be the best one. They have to be close on prices. Because if I can go to Mexican restaurant A and a taco is $1, and Mexican restaurant B and a taco is $6, probably gonna go to Mexican restaurant A.
Even if the $6 taco tastes better,
it better be way, way, way better. And in this market, it better be a lot better. You're gonna have to market that differently. It has to be the supreme elite taco of the world for somebody to pay $5 more for it, I think. I'm all for, that's the thing too, like a business owner, it drives me nuts if I see people driving price down on the goods, right? So they're out there trying to undercut you, like they're going to run around town and sell websites for $50. Well, I can't compete with that. I can't match that price, but they also can't maintain that. It drives me nuts. You drive the value down.
Brian says that he doesn't like the calendar. Okay, so it's become more popular where you'll see like a pick a slice of pizza and donate that amount of money to the team. And I have mixed feelings on this, because on the one hand, I feel like the kids should be earning the money. They should be doing something. They should be washing a car. They should be having.
I used to sell so many candy bars.
Like
we had to take those discount cards around and go. We went door to door with them things.
Earn the money.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, if I can give an athlete the whole $10 and it go to the
team, and $5 doesn't go to the candle company,
and I don't get like this candle that I really didn't want, and the team only get $3,
yeah.
I would rather just go ahead. If I'm going to spend the money, I would rather go ahead and give 100% of the proceeds to the team.
Yeah.
I don't need the world's greatest candy bar.
I don't need $8 to go to the Tupperware company and $2 to go to the team or whatever. And I like to see when the kids work hard to raise the money themselves too, which is kind of a lost art.
But that means you have to stop at the car washes, y'all. You got to stop at the bake sales when you see them, even if you don't want them to wash your car.
Yeah.
They're trying.
One time I let one of the teams wash my car, and I pulled out and pulled into the car wash and washed my car. I was like, they left soap all over it. And and I'm not even that big of a stickler how the car looks. When I was talking about that, shout out to Lexi Van Zandbergen, who called me personally to ask for a donation, which is very rare for the soccer team.
Yeah.
And that's very rare.
Yeah.
I didn't text, didn't have her mom call or her dad call. She called.
That burns my biscuits.
She called, and she was like, hey, I'd like to talk to you about sponsoring soccer. And I was like, shout out. That's pretty cool. But no, I can't donate anything to your soccer team. But thanks for calling.
I had a kid come up to me one time. It was a big game. I'm talking a big rival game. You want to interrupt me?
No. I was just looking at the comments over here.
And it was crowded and packed. And the student walked over to me and asked for a sponsorship.
Oh yeah.
I was like, sure. And he stood there waiting for me to give him money.
And
I was like, buddy,
it was right in the middle of the game. And they just listen. They don't understand, because I've had this happen before too, where they asked for money, and I was like, yeah, we'll do that. And they were like, I was like, when do you need it by? And they're, I can come get it today. No, that's not gonna happen. It's gonna be a day or two for me to get that check to you, but we'll get it.
There's a little process, like
it's also Saturday.
Then there was a form to fill out, like a sponsorship form, and I'm like, oh shoot, yeah, I'll fill your form out right fast. Yeah. And he hands me the form, and there was no pen, and I looked at him, I was like, do you have a pen? Again, I'm working.
I have
a camera. I'm on a basketball gym floor, and he's like, I don't have a pen. And I'm like, well, buddy, you need to get one, because this thing I ain't going to get it.
That's where Holly lost her patience.
Here, I'm like, come back and try again. You're asking me for money. Do better.
They're learning those soft skills.
Yeah.
They.
I wasn't mean to him, but the things in my head I was thinking was just like,
maybe not mean, but I'll be like,
you want me to go find you a pen?
That's when I'm gonna start giving life lessons. All right, buddy. As a salesman, let me help you out here. You can't walk in and not have all the things that you need. With a lot of the fundraising talk, Jessica says the Tomahawks baseball team is going to be having a car wash next month. So tell us where it's at, Jessica, and we'll promote that. She was talking back to that taco. We're talking about the $6 taco and the $1 taco. She said that $6 taco would have to be the absolute best taco in the world for me to pay that much of a difference. And that's the thing. That's the price difference. Like when I go get a steak at a restaurant in this general area, and it's $20 to $30 probably for a steak. And then we can go to a high-end steak place, just think High Point or McGuire's or whatever, and they're $60 or $70 steaks. That's literally kind of the difference. We're talking about like with this tacos.
Percentage was,
They're probably a little bit different, but still, it's a big difference. But that steak's good. I'm not saying the $25 steak's not good, but that's worth it.
It's
yeah. So it's just a competition thing. But everybody in this general area is going to have the same general price steak.
Yeah.
That's what competition will do. If there's only one restaurant in town, the $25 guy, he can charge $50 because where else you going to go? So I think it's probably a good thing.
Nikki said like the movie Wildcats. I've never seen that. Wildcats.
I don't think I have either. We're way past due for a break, which means we're behind schedule or ahead of schedule. However, Holly likes to
we're ahead of schedule.
Weather forecast, get you that in just a minute. It's going to be rainy today. I do want to tell you about dirt work. So we're going to get quite a bit of rain. It's a good time to take a look at your yard, take a look at your property, see how the water's running. Oh, it's standing here. I need to fix that. Call Dirt Works. They can do that. They can cut in driveways. They can do retention walls, all the things that you need to better improve your property, how the water sits on it, or maybe you just need some sod installed. They do that too. Call Dirt Works, 931-409-0782. That's 931-409-0782 for Dirt Works. And you can find them online. Just Google up Dirt Works, WORX, for Dirt Works.
You know what's stressful? Family group text. Folding is...
What's Wildcat?
Huh?
Wildcat.
I haven't seen it.
I'm Googling it.
At New Haven Mortgage, we handle the details, so you can relax and enjoy the process. Visit 1300 MacArthur Street or newhavenmtg.com, so you can relax and enjoy the process. newhavenmtg.com, because home buying shouldn't be the stressful part. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1477317.
Hey, Roger,
Hey, Misty.
which insurance?
Ooh, let's see. Kind of a short break.
Yes. No, yes. Yes, insurance agency.
Kind of a short break.
I guess so.
Basically ruined the whole show with that segment.
Wow.
Our timing is like garbage now. I'm starting to get a lot of emails now from former student athletes here in college who want us to give to their college team. And I'm like, guys, I just
Oh,
can't
I
do it.
know. I
Like,
know.
I would love to have the cash to be able to do that. I just don't have that. We
I
do
know.
good to
I
donate
hate
the.
that. I can't even look at
Yeah.
them when I see them because I'll. Okay.
I've responded to them. I'm just kind of like, hey, we appreciate you checking with us. I know we're big supporters, but we got to keep our money with the local
I
teams. And
know it's hard.
I do good to have the $100 to give the soccer team here and the
Yeah.
band there, and I would love to be able to do that.
When we get
But at the same time, I'm like, this is Tribeca. Y'all need to get some cash for those people.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm sure that I get it. I think I've seen Wildcat.
when y'all saw, but I thought it was Goldie Hawn in an army movie?
Go ahead and do Granddads when we come back, Holly.
Don't tell me what to do, Josh.
She'll do what I said. She'll just talk that game.
All right, let's see. Granddads.
And we believe in making local banking easy. Isn't that right, Brent? That's right.
Ooh.
For purchasing a car, a new house, or the right deposit products to meet your needs. Stop by any of our convenient locations.
Smoked Cajun sausage. You know who loves smoked sausage? That guy. Big sausage smoker. Private Benjamin. That's the one. Guess what video game I'm playing now? The new SpongeBob video game.
SpongeBob video game? I didn't know.
Awesome, Antonio.
Yeah, get it. I didn't know that was a thing. I need to remind people about that.
Of what?
HVAC giveaway.
I'm gonna keep. Should I keep an eye out?
Yeah, I tried to leave room for the guests to park close to the door so they wouldn't get all wet. But Holly just
I can back it up during the next
Holly
commercial.
just parked right on up next to the door
It
there.
was raining. I think it parked on the other side of me.
They're bringing in our drinks.
Morning show across the top of the hour. Glad to have you with us. Josh and Holly with you, getting you to work, home from work for you night shift warriors. Holly, welcome back.
Are we doing birthdays here? I'm kidding. It was a jokey joke.
No. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all.
Oh.
We've got more fun. Seven Brew going to join us in about 30 minutes. Sarah going to come by and hook us up with some Seven Brew drink. I've never had Seven Brew.
I've never had Seven Brew.
And I think they're iced drinks, and I've never even had iced coffee.
We should call them one Sarah and one Sarah. That way we can tell them apart.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You work on that. And that'll be your project for the day.
How about I tell you about what's going on at Granddad's?
Do that.
All right. Slide by 620 Woodbury Highway today from 11 to 2. You're going to get the lunch line special. That's a meat and two, a drink and bread, all for just $9.99. Today, Granddad's has smoked Cajun sausage, barbecue chicken, barbecue pork, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, baked beans, turnip greens, cornbread, or roll. Like I said, your drink is included with that for just $9.99.
Can't beat that. You go to a fast food restaurant and get just the entree. It's going to be $9.99.
Yeah.
Throw in the fries and the drink, you're paying $15. Remember when you went to Burger King or wherever and the combo was $5? Like, that is not the case anymore.
Can you get a $5 foot long anymore?
I know. I don't think that's, and I that happened to me at the Subway. We stopped somewhere. I don't remember where, on the way back from somewhere. I don't know where we had been. It ended up at a Subway that was inside of a gas station. We were trying to eat. There was nowhere else to go. We meander in there with the kids, and I think it was just me and the girl one getting Subway. I think you and the boy one had gone over to McDonald's. There's like a McDonald's and a Subway and a gas station. And we go over there, And I don't, I get a 6-inch club. Is generally, I haven't been to Subway much at all, but that's what I'm going to get. It's a 6-inch club. That's what I get, and she gets, something basic. And we get to the front, and they were like $31 or something. And I was like, and I said it. I said, I just got these two. I thought that was a mistake.
No, I'm just paying for my meal.
And that's a Progressive commercial.
It
I know,
is.
but it literally happened. And I didn't know it was a Progressive commercial. We told this story before, and I think it was Steve Jernigan called it and sent that to us.
That's funny.
He said, no, I'll just be paying for mine. But I thought there was a mistake. Because, sometimes in Subway, they're skipping over people and somebody's getting theirs heated. So they slide. So I thought they had gotten something else. I said, no, I just got these two 6 inches. They're like, it's $32. I was like, what? It was crazy high. So there's no more.
Go eat at Granddad's. Moral of the story.
Yeah, back to the moral of the story. $9.99 for a meat and two at Granddad's. You just can't beat that. Anyway, morning, Jenny, over on the cameras. What are we talking about here?
You want to have a conversation?
Oh, is there something we're doing here? What do you want to do? You want to play the stat?
It's up to you. You tell me what we have time for. We can do stat.
We could do whatever. Normally, this is second segment, but we're at 7:05 already. So
when does second segment normally end?
7:05. But we just came back, so I don't want to take a break.
Okay, well,
the first segment just overshot.
Okay, today's Thursday, and last week I told you about the guy that painted the crosswalk in his neighborhood because the government kept dragging their feet. Did his own thing, and so he got professional grade paint, and it was anyway. They ended up. I think they arrested him. I have another one of those for you, and you just tell me your opinion. Is the guy that got arrested the turd head, or is it the government?
It's always the government.
Wait a minute. Hang on. Let me turn this down. All right. So in a move that many are calling community service, not criminal, 38-year-old electrician Andre Tillman was arrested after city officials discovered he had been quietly replacing the broken floodlights in the park's public basketball court. All right. This is in Kansas City, Missouri. The lights had been out for months, leaving the court pitch black after sundown in one of the most active parks in the city. The kids kept playing in the dark. I didn't want anybody to get hurt. He borrowed a cherry picker. He purchased the electrical parts himself. He reconnected he installed new LED bulbs over the course of 2 evenings. Word got around. By the third night, dozens of teens down there playing basketball, hanging out. His good deed didn't last long. A city worker spotted the unauthorized installation and filed a report. I get it. Tillman was later arrested and charged with tampering with public utilities, unauthorized electrical work, and modification to municipal property without a permit. I get it. Outrage has poured across social media.
Does the person who wrote the story keep saying "I get it," or are you injecting that in the story?
Me.
You just randomly keep saying "I get it."
I know, because I'm so.
Are you
on
reading
the
a
fence.
story, or are you giving editorial comments?
Both. Outrage has poured across social media where the video of the newly lit court has gone viral. They should be giving the man the key to the city, not a court summons.
Yeah.
The system is broken and it punishes people for fixing things. Tillman is a father of two, is a licensed electrician. He's out on bail.
Let's get thrown out. So I don't, like Holly was saying, quote unquote, we get it. Yeah, because I guess as a government body, you got to be careful with that because if he falls and gets hurt or he's tampering with that. But at the same, do we have to arrest the dude? Can we not just be like, hey, you can't
he done did it. It's done. He didn't fall. Everything. Go check it. Make sure it's up to code. Approve it. Whatever.
Go take the lights down and
I don't know. Let's
make it
shoot
go
him
black
out
again
with a BB gun. Not in my town.
Yeah. So.
I'm all for people helping themselves.
Yeah,
I'm a big, no one's coming to help you. Don't rely on the government.
The moral of the story is the government's not going to help you, so you ought not be helping the government.
I know, but what are you going to do for the kids?
Yeah, anytime the government's involved, there's all kind of red tape and there's all kind of procedures and processes, and it's all absolute hot garbage. That's why I'm not a big fan of the government running business or being involved in such things, because they're slow. They're not efficient at all in anything they do, and never will be. So I'm not a big fan of the government being involved in much of anything at all. But the most basic things they ought to provide, roads, schools, and maybe a park or two.
Like the park.
And so if you got a park, maybe we make sure the lights work there. That's literally your only job, in my mind. Then when you get off and get entangled in these other things, then you forget some of your basic necessities and duties.
Yeah, agreed. And but I also know that you have to follow the rules. I'm a rule follower, but it can be maddening. It can be maddening to have your hands tied behind your back when you're capable of making this a better area.
This guy gets for caring too much, and also what he gets for, again, the government doesn't care about you. They just don't. I don't care if it's the city or the county or the state or the national government. They don't care. They don't care. So
we'll be hearing from the FCC later.
Yeah, probably. They don't care either.
Anywho, it's Thursday. That guy got arrested, but I just don't feel like it was turd head activity.
No, he didn't do anything wrong. Well, no, I mean, again, I don't even think that's even debatable. To say now whether he should have done it or not is one thing, but to even include it in perhaps turd head activities, not even in the category or possible.
Shannon said, I better return my fire hydrant paint.
Yeah, I saw where they were going to do some fire hydrant painting around here. It was going to cost a lot of money. Like, so much.
Really?
Yes.
To paint a fire hydrant?
To paint a fire hydrant.
Oh, wow.
And again, that's what's frustrating as a citizen. You watch.
You're like, I could do that for way less.
Like, I pay, we pay a lot of taxes. We pay city and county taxes, Tullahoma taxes. Like, we got taxes everywhere.
Yeah.
So I really don't like it when I see the money being, what's a politically correct word I can use here?
What about distributed?
Yes. Poorly distributed.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Well,
I had a point.
I was going to say pissed away, but I guess I'll say that. but I guess I will. I mean, it's very frustrating to see that.
Oh, I know what I was going to say.
In my mind, I'm like, listen, if you're at the government, you ought to be printing on both sides of that printer paper. You know, like, I do not like extra expenditures.
But at
maybe
the
I'll
same
move
time,
to the city.
you have to do the basic things.
Wasted. You got to do the basic things. I get it. I'm just saying, maybe if I ever were to, I don't know, run for city mayor or something, and maybe it's something I do one day. Maybe I do that, and they're not going to like me very much there because I'm going to be like, no, we're going to use both sides of the printer paper. And, there will be no color ink. I mean, things like that. I mean, we're not going to waste money on that stuff. You can reuse the coffee filters if you flip them over.
But would you fix the lights at the city park?
But the lights at the city park would be fixed.
Would you put a crosswalk for the kids?
The crosswalk would be done. Okay. Those things would be done. Because I think you're supposed to serve the citizens, not, I think that's what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah. With one of the comments,
we'd be using like paper towels as coffee filters. You get them good Viva ones, you could wash it off and use it again.
In fact, we're going to bring some of the inmates over and have them train us in how to be thrifty and
absolutely
efficient.
100%.
It's a work-based learning program.
We don't have phones here anymore. We have a messaging system. We send little letters across the hallway. I send kites across the hallway now. Take advantage.
One of the comments about the electrician putting the lights in says, now, everybody that needs an electrician in our area should use that guy.
100%.
Use that guy, and, so he has an influx of business and money.
I'm getting some good synonyms from our friends. Squandered, mishandled, wasted. Those would all...
Squandered was a good one.
Those would all be better words to use. So we don't want to see our tax dollars squandered. All right, we got more morning show. We want to play games when we come back. Stupid Silly Stat on the Thunder Radio Morning Show. We also have Name That Tune later on at some point. It may not be in its normal time. I'll try to get the Friday mix in. I don't know when that's going to be. I don't know when we're going to fit it in. Seven Brew is going to visit us here in a little while. That's all coming up between now and 8:30. Morning show brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle, drvanwinkle.com.
At Coffee County Bank, we believe in better. For nearly 50 years, we've bet it all on.
So we can use them once they get here.
You're going to do what now? Oh. Yeah, this is about perfect. We can come back and play the stat and take a break and get them on.
See, it all worked out. I had it all planned out.
She didn't plan out nothing.
Yes, I did.
She planned out nothing.
Yes, I did.
ADU Heating and Air is giving away a brand new central heat and air unit for free in our red, white, and cool HVAC giveaway. That's right. One lucky winner gets a whole new central heat and air system. It could be you. Enter now at thunder1320.com. That's thunder.
Shannon wants you to go do a cartwheel.
It's free to enter.
So here's Shannon. I done got hurt doing that.
Register now at thunder1320.com.
Do I need it this way?
Oh, I don't think it matters, but
I'll
yeah,
do
that
it
would be
this way.
Yeah, that'd be better. I got a very busy day. I'm packed to 5 o'clock probably. But
You know, another reason why I don't like doing the extorted. Why I don't like buying the fundraiser stuff and I would rather just do the
Give you money?
calendar is because when you purchase something and you say, hey, I'll buy some of that thing, then later you have to try and meet up with the person.
oh, I know, I get the thing.
I'm like, I don't even want that thing now.
Dale wants you to spin the wheel.
You think I'm gonna get hit in the head, don't you, Dale?
Spin the wheel and then do a cartwheel. Oh, she's gotten good at this now. That old gout in her feet is why she can't get them legs straight.
Gout runs in my family, and that's nothing to joke
It's
about.
gonna need to be on that.
I'm just getting it out of the way
Gotcha.
for right now.
Yeah, 100. It's good. What's the stat? You got it?
Yeah, I sent it to you. I'm gonna say it a little differently than it's worded.
Okay. But you don't send it.
I'm sending it.
You said I sent it.
Look no further than Carmine Family Dental in Deckard. Led by Dr. Carmine, their team specializes in both implant and full mouth restoration with a focus on cosmetic dentistry
All right.
and smile makeovers. I'm calling from the Thunder Radio Morning Show. My smile-
When I look at my phone now and I'm watching my cell phone camera, I look like Honey Boo Boo's mama, like when she tried to read something.
I don't remember her. Or, well, I remember her, but I don't remember what she looked like. She was trying to read something.
She couldn't afford her glasses or contacts, so she couldn't see nothing. So she'd always squint and do like that.
I always get her and the 1,000-pound sisters lady mixed up.
Mm. Well, they've all lost a bunch of weight.
Yeah.
Hey, the 1,000-pound sisters has a new season. We can watch that on the way to the beach.
Nah. I'm gonna listen to Wallin.
Name, address, and phone number by August 31st. Not a customer, don't delay and call your local VOC office.
No, you can watch it if you want to. We can mix it up. Mix it up. Here we go, Ollie.
Sugar Bear, yeah.
Thunder Radio Morning Show. Glad to have you along with us today. Josh and Holly with you. We got it's our final live show of for a few days anyway. We got our annual summer break coming up starting tomorrow. We'll be back probably somewhere around the week of the 4th. I don't know. I don't like to make commitments that I may not keep. We'll be back. We got some good best ofs though lined up for you, including probably Holly explaining what a bush is and cartwheels and such. That's some good new material she's got us. You want to play games?
Yeah, let's play.
Let's do it.
And now it's time for stupid, silly statistics that you never knew
I don't know where you're getting your statistics.
and probably don't need.
Kim, did you bring your statistics?
Stupid Silly Stat revved up by our friends at Freedom Automotive. Make sure that vehicle is ready to hit the road for that summer trip. Freedom Automotive Service Center in Manchester can take care of you. They're at 515 Hillsborough Boulevard. They do custom exhaust work, and that is not something you can find anywhere. And they're locally owned and operated. So those owners and those techs, they're going to the same restaurants, kids going to the same schools as your kids. They're going to go the extra mile to make sure you are a satisfied customer. 515 Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. Freedom Automotive. Holly?
In a recent poll of a dating app, users found that 60% of them. Okay, let me try again.
Whoa. What happened?
When it comes to profile pictures, 63% of people don't like this. Like they see this in a profile picture and they're like, no. 63% of people in a dating app polled do not like this when it comes to your profile picture.
All right, gotcha. So 63% of people who use dating apps
Yes. Don't like
do
this.
not like this in the profile picture. All right, take your guesses this morning on the Ben Lomond Connect hotlines, 728-1320. First person with the right answer. I got 2 tickets to Lake Winnepesaukah Amusement Park. You give me the right answer, I'll give you the tickets. You also get to win bragging rights for the day. Wrong answers, get to call back and try again later. Morning, Joe.
Duckface.
Duck face. Good guess.
Not it. Well, duck face was a big thing for a while.
It's
huh?
kissy face.
Oh, yeah.
And it sinks your cheeks in, so you have like a
Slimmer profile. Now they call it mewing.
mew.
I don't know. The kids have these
Nikki
words.
says an X.
And that's not going to work.
You're gonna need to cut that right out.
728-1320. Still don't have the right answer. Of course, we just started. 63% of people who use dating apps do not like this on the profile pictures. Morning show.
Face tattoos.
Face
Face
tats.
tats.
Good guess, but not it. Not a big fan of the face
They're
tats.
very popular right now. Face tats.
And they will be the most
Thanks to
regretted
Posty.
tat later on. Was it Jelly Roll said he regretted all those?
Did he?
I think he said that, yeah.
Dale says sticking your tongue out. Does that look like? Does that make you look fun?
I don't know.
If you're sticking, look how much fun I'm having. My tongue's out.
No.
I'm at a concert. Blah.
A recent poll of dating app users finds that 63% of people who use those apps do not like to see this on your profile picture. We've had a couple of guesses on the hotlines. Face tats. What was the other one?
Duck face.
Duck face. Yeah, both those wrong. Morning show.
A face filter.
A face filter or just a filter. Yes, that is the right answer. Filters.
Heavily filtered.
Heavily filtered
Yeah.
is kind of the technical answer, but we'll go with that. What's your name?
Kim.
Kim.
Puppy Paws.
Kim what?
I'm Kim at the Puppy Paws.
Oh,
Kim at Puppy
Kim
Paws.
at Puppy Paws. I thought you said your last name, and I was like, huh, I never heard of that one. Kim
At
Puppy
the Puppy
Paw.
Paws.
All right, Kim, cool. I will get your Lake Winnie tickets printed off up here, and you come pick them up at the station, okay?
Alrighty, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, so filters.
Heavy filter.
They don't like the filters.
I like a filter. I use a light filter sometimes when I have to do like videos for Thunder or something. I'm gonna use a little filter. I'm not about to post a ugly video, but there are some that like give you real big lips and really like supermodel dramatic makeup, and it changes the shape of your eyes and I don't use those kinds.
Oh, I've seen some people post photos,
And then you see them in person.
and I see them in person, and it does the reverse effect. I'm like, what happened? I mean, I'm not.
You need to look uglier
to-
in,
yeah,
the
in the
pictures.
picture.
And so when we see you in person, it's like, oh,
Glow up.
that's nice.
Yeah,
That's
reverse filter.
refreshing.
Yeah, I'm not trying to sound judgy and mean or anything, but I'm just saying when you see somebody post, and you don't see them in person often, but when you see them post a lot of photos on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, and they're heavily filtered, and then you see them in person, your instant reaction is like, what happened? Like, it's just kind of natural.
yeah.
Like,
Aw. That's
Well,
why.
we could just post the same thing. Like, well, I'll post a picture of how I look, and then later when you see me, that's exactly how I look. It's kind of like singers when you hear them in concert, and they sound exactly in a concert how they sound in the studio, or they do not.
They do not.
Yeah, they
It's
clearly
like,
have had
oh,
some
man.
auto tuning done. Janice says catfished. Yeah, almost, pretty much.
Men do that with hats, though. To be fair,
Hat fishing. Didn't know I was bald, did you?
what were we talking about?
Filters.
Filters.
Seeing people, who post the pictures. Nothing.
No.
Have you not been here for the last 5 minutes?
I had something in my head I was going to talk about, and then it left me. Let's see here if I can
jar the memory.
No, I can't.
Okay.
I'll remember it later, and it's going to make me mad. I'll be like, daggone it, I was going to say that
I'm going to be in here with the 7 root people, and Holly's going to sprint back in here from the other room and take over their microphone and be like, I know what I was going to say earlier about filters. I do discover the Snapchat filters.
They're funny.
And, I like to do the fun. I like to be Batman and stuff. I tried to use one of those ones that age you, but I look the same. I got gray hair growing in all symmetrical.
Yeah, he's like two, like on each side of his jawbone, 2 little circles of gray. Your gray doesn't grow in. Hair doesn't grow on Josh normally.
No.
Like, he can only grow hair on one side of his chest.
Thanks.
It's fine. I like that.
You see it grow hair, like I have to water it and garden his hair. He can only grow the hair.
Well, okay, let me rephrase that. Josh only grows on one side of his chest. We don't know what that's about, or I don't know. It's just, and then
right side of my cheek, or right side of my
that's not a cheek.
Right side of my chest. Whoops. Also, the right cheek is also very hairy. The left side, not so much. That's not what I was trying to say chest.
You grabbed your pec and you were like, this cheek.
The right side.
Is that what we're calling them now?
Of my chest. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. My hair just grows in all white trash. All kind of weird patterns. I can't grow a beard. I can't grow a mustache.
Don't grow in right underneath his nose, real thick. It's kind of like a reverse Hitler.
Yeah, I got the outer part, but like the middle, right under the nose.
Don't grow thick there.
It won't grow. It won't grow thick at all up there. Like, I just can't grow a thick beard. It's very frustrating.
Yeah. It's a very Joe Dirt of you.
It's frustrating because I know Holly likes good facial hair.
You have good facial hair, buddy. I like it.
I do not.
Yeah, I like it.
I've got the old Andrew Luck Neared.
Just kind of grows real thick underneath there, like a chin strap.
Chin strap.
That's my favorite kind of beard, though. A chin strap one.
It's not. She don't look at Ben Affleck and be like, you know what? I wish that beard grew lower.
I'm not impressed with Ben Affleck's beard. I'm impressed with your beard.
I'm impressed with Ben Affleck's beard.
I do like the Top Gun mustaches, though. I like it. I think that's cute. Not everybody can pull that off.
Me, I cannot. The boy, one's frustrated. He's trying to grow stuff like that, too. And he's like, I can't get it to grow.
His facial hair is light blonde and stuff.
I couldn't hardly grow any facial hair at all until I was 19 or 20. I just would be random strings just coming out of my
late bloomer.
And then I'm like, well, I'm going to leave that because I'm
look at my beard.
And it just looked awful. Like, what are you doing? Like, I remember that now, and then I think about what I see the kids doing, and I'm like, yeah, they'll grow out of it. Philip said, I try to grow a beard and want to look like Sam Myers is, but it ends up scraggly and gray. Who's Sam Myers?
I have to Google it. Isn't that awful?
I thought he was going to say somebody we all know. I don't know who that is.
Maybe we should know Sam Myers. That is
James said filters, girdles, they all got to go. No surprises.
girdles. No, I'm gonna wear my Spanx.
No Spanx.
And tuck everything right on in there.
No surprises.
When I take off my clothes at the end of the night, it's like what happened to Eddie Murphy and Flubber when he started changing back into the doctor, into the Professor Clump.
That's not true. All right. We got other things to do today. 7 Brew folks should be joining us here pretty shortly, so we're excited to have them come in. I'm excited to try my first 7 Brew. We'll have name that something. What is it? What are we naming?
You were naming a song.
Name that tune. We'll do that later on in the show. We'll still get to birthdays at some point throughout the show as well, so I don't miss that. We're here until 8:30 on the Thunder Radio Morning Show. I do want to tell you real quick about Common John Brewing Company. So today be a good day to swing on by. It's going to be kind of rainy and cloudy. You can sit outside. It's covered. And you can sit outside, have you maybe a beverage or just get some, get some breakfast. Scrambled egg bowl down there. They got regular drinks like Cokes and waters. They'd be glad to serve you. And Common John Brewing Company, 210 Woodbury Highway, locally owned and operated, and proud supporters of all things local. So y'all get on down there and see them. They've done such a good job with that place. And, maybe just want to get you a beverage. They got some a good mix of what they brew and some other breweries as well. 210 Woodbury Highway, online, commonjohnbc.com. They're also on Facebook and Insta at Common John BC. You're listening to The Morning Show on Thunder Radio.
Now, another update from the WMSR Thunder Radio.
Thunder Radio.
They out there yet?
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta get that camera all set up.
Hi, guys. Three drinks each
Oh, goodness.
to try.
We're going to get the samples instead, huh?
Yeah.
Welcome. So Sarah and Sarah, right?
Yeah.
2 Sarahs.
Pretty
Okay.
simple.
It's going to be easy for me to remember everybody's name. All right.
We are live.
I told them, I was like,
that
we'll be
camera
live.
There,
So.
I'm getting ready to set this one up.
Perfect. Oh, sorry, I didn't catch your name.
It's Holly.
Holly.
Sorry.
So
It's nice to meet you.
Sarah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't introduce y'all. Let's see.
Yeah, we have a bunch of flyers for you guys, and then we have some t-shirts for you.
We have
Shirts.
t-shirts and glasses.
Oh my gosh!
Yes.
Stop
Wow.
it. Swag exchange. So exciting.
So how's everything going so far with the visits and the drop-ins? I've seen a bunch of pictures on social
yeah.
media, so
Oh, good. It's going really well. It's going really well.
turn that down. I'll mute that. So,
All right, it should be.
oh look, we can see Holly.
There we go.
What'd you do?
None. Nothing. Everything's fine.
It's going great.
Yes. All right. We'll put one there and one there.
Yeah, we do want it. Yeah, wherever you need us to go.
Okay, so one will go here, and Pink Mike, and then one will go there, and
Simple enough. We got like 3 minutes on this break. 3.5.
Are you guys excited to try the drink?
I am.
All right, let's divvy them up.
Okay.
I'm ready. So this is, we got one of each color basically, and then we got some free drink cards for you guys as well. These are just for
awesome.
for y'all if you want to hand them out. To
Yeah, we
friends.
will. We'll give them away as prizes.
Oh, good. Okay, I have plenty more then. Cool. Where are you
Prizes?
guys sitting?
Josh will be over here.
I'm over here.
Okay.
So yeah, you just tell me how to.
Tell me what you want.
All right, we'll give
One
him a
of
red
each
one.
color?
Yes.
All right.
And then 1, 2, 3. There's a couple of go.
And Harley's just gonna kind of hang out around
Okay,
here.
we did that. And then you guys have straws good to go.
Are both Sarah spelled with an H?
Yes.
Okay. I put it on the
Yeah,
screen and
sometimes
somebody was
we
like,
have
they're
to
both
put it
Sarahs
on
with H's.
Yeah.
Like to keep it simple.
Yes. These are mine?
Yes, those are yours. I'm coming on the other side of you.
This is good. This is my first coffee of the day. So
I purposely didn't have any before we left.
yeah.
Just so I'd be ready.
So I'm gonna start shaking.
What are the differences here?
Okay,
We'll
well,
get
we've
into it.
got
Okay.
an energy, a non-calf, and then a coffee.
Okay.
So we decided
Which one's
to
the
be
energy?
the pink one.
Pink one. It looks energetic. Okay.
Looks energetic. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess we can line them up together.
Yeah. Okay. We'll go energy,
Energy, purple. So red, purple, coffee.
Red, purple, coffee.
red, purple, coffee.
Is everything getting?
Is it better?
So you want to come over there, Lynn?
Which headphones?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
No, it
matter.
doesn't matter. They'll all work. You don't have to put them on until we start. We got like a minute and a half or 2 minutes before we get on. You'll probably want to keep them on because what'll happen is you'll turn and you'll not realize that you're off the mic. But if you have the headphones on, you'll be like, oh, I can't hear myself. So yeah, you'll want to make sure you try to stay close to those mics or somewhat close. You can move it around. That one's about right. The pink one, you're probably okay based on where you're sitting. This one is not quite as you can be a little further away from this one. You'll be fine. So we can move it if we need to. Yours, you got to be kind of close to that one.
How long have you guys been doing this setup and on the air?
Oh, golly. So we started the morning show about 5 years ago, I guess. This is our 6th year.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, this is our 6th year.
So you don't get nervous anymore before going on?
No, it was bad at first. I cried a lot in the beginning because I don't come from a radio background. I worked in radiology at a hospital. So when we bought the stations, it was like I knew nothing about radio. And so when Josh was like, we're going to start doing a morning show, it terrified me. I'm not a great talker. I'm not good at holding conversations. So I'm like, this is not going to go good.
Well, she does well. She's the reason people listen or watch. It's not me.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
We'll try not to cry our first time.
Yeah, I know.
Well, you're already doing better.
Right. So is this y'all's first time on radio?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's my second.
Okay.
I did a very, very brief radio appearance in Madisonville, Kentucky.
Okay.
When we opened up their stand over there.
Nice. How long have you been with Seven Brew?
About a year.
A year? Okay, so you're new. Exciting.
I know our daughter is very excited.
Good.
Yeah,
She rode to Murfreesboro to get Seven Brew.
Well, no, I was telling, when Sarah asked me when we visited before, she's like, you think how far will people come to come here? I was like, I don't know. How far do people go to get coffee? I don't think they'll come that far. And Holly goes, I told her that. She's like, Gracie drives to Murfreesboro to get Seven Brew.
How old
So,
is
yeah.
your daughter?
She's 18.
Oh, wow. Okay.
She turns 19 in October, so she.
I'll have to ask her what her
right
favorite drink
in the
is.
demographic.
Yeah, she's prime age.
Yeah.
They're going to drive and get that stuff. So yeah, no, they'll drive everywhere.
She's looking to be a barista, and we're
Yeah, she's looking for a job.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Are y'all still hiring?
Yeah.
Always.
All right. We'll be back here in just a second.
Let's steal this so that I
don't
don't
see
say
any
anything
hours
sometimes
now.
wrong.
I may need to get one of those and have it on hand for reference.
Manchester's only live and local radio morning show. You're listening to Josh and Holly on Thunder Radio.
Back at the Unity Medical Center studios, getting you to work, getting you home from work for you, Night Shift Warriors. Glad to have you with us. Josh and Holly, joined by Sarah and Sarah from Seven Brew. Let's make sure all those mics are turned up. I got drinks everywhere. It makes me a little bit nervous just because of all the equipment, but I'm okay. All right. We're gonna call y'all Sarah 1 and Sarah 2. Is that okay? All right.
Yeah,
Let's
which
get.
one gets to be Sarah 1?
You're Sarah 1.
Perfect.
Sarah Conroy.
Yes.
All right. And Sarah 1, and then Sarah McDonald and Sarah 2.
That's right.
All right. Perfect. Well, I'm glad y'all made it with us. So y'all brought us all kind of new Seven Brew things.
We sure did.
So I'm excited to get to try these out. But first, we want to just kind of let people know about Seven Brew. I'm excited that y'all are in town. People have been talking on the social media. They've seen the building go up. They've seen there's all people in the parking lot. So that's the chatter. But y'all are here to kind of, I don't say officially, but to kind of let us know what the deal is. Like, when can people go buy their Seven Brews and things like that?
Sure. Our soft opening date is going to be that June 30th.
Okay.
The weekend before, we're doing what we call Friends and Family. So for those 3-hour time slots each day throughout the weekend, we are offering free small drinks to people to come through, get a taste of Seven Brew, see what they like, try out our menu. And then we are currently, the reason you're seeing all the traffic in and around the stand is because we are doing what we call drink drops. So we're going out to local community schools, churches, businesses, and bringing them free small drinks to get a sample of what we got going on, and really create that buzz and reach out to our community.
Yeah, well, I've seen stuff everywhere, so y'all are doing a good job. Like, is this wear y'all out? Like, how many trips are y'all making? Like, yeah, I feel like it seems like you're making hundreds of stops a day. I'm sure that's not the case, but
No,
We
that's
sure
the
are.
case.
Okay.
Yeah, we sure are making hundreds of stops a day. When we left this morning, they were getting ready to bring out 500 drinks to Great Lakes Cheese
Okay, yeah,
Company.
there's a lot of folks out there. Okay,
So we're going everywhere. We're bringing hundreds of drinks each time, and we're really excited to do it. It's my favorite things about opening a new stand is getting to do this community outreach and the smiles of people when you walk into a new place and they're like, oh my God, you actually came, like you're here. And people who see it on social media and they're like waiting eagerly. Yesterday, I had someone open the door as I was pulling into the parking lot because they were looking out the door for me. So,
oh wow,
yeah, I was really, it's great. Everyone's always so excited. So
is it that pretty typical in most places that y'all open one that people get that excited about it?
Yeah.
Or is Manchester just unique? You just can't wait to have something new. I don't know. So I'm very excited. It's for people who don't know where Seven Brew is. Most people have seen it, but it's going to be kind of right across from Chick-fil-A, Home Depot, right next to John Roberts Nissan, right there on the corner of Kimberly Lane, I think.
That's
so
right.
that's where it's going to be. Now you were mentioning off air, y'all still hiring, right?
Yes, we are. We have a couple slots available still, and you can apply on our website at 7brew.com and click on Manchester, and you'll get sent right on over.
All right. Well, this is super cool. Now, y'all are doing, you were mentioning the friends and family, and we got other things coming up. There's Swag Day. Y'all are doing something where some of the money is going to go to the Veterans Association too.
That's right. So we're doing Caffeine for a Cause, which is over 4th of July weekend. So we're going to do a free small drink for a donation to the Coffee County Veterans Association. They're so great over there. I went and visited them a couple weeks ago. And so all of that money will go straight to them and their what they do at Coffee County.
That's awesome. Well, y'all, I'm glad to see y'all are going to be a part of the community and do things like that. That's very important, obviously. And I think maybe Sarah too was telling me this when we met before. This is just like the 3rd Tennessee location. Is that right?
Yes. So our other 2 locations with our franchise, there's other 7 Brews in other franchises. But our other 2 locations are Murfreesboro and Shelbyville.
Gotcha.
So those are our people over there. We're very proud of them. They do great work. And I was out visiting the ones in Murfreesboro yesterday, getting to see some of them for the first time in a little while. So that was great.
Now, how many are there within your franchise total?
8.
Okay.
Yeah, we're coming up on 9. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And growing very quickly. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Yes. I think Sarah too was telling me y'all are looking at hope to get more locations in this general area.
Yeah, we have a building down in Smyrna.
Okay.
So we'll be right around the corner from you guys, not too far from now. We'll be in July. We'll be heading to Smyrna. So
nice.
Yeah.
Well, all right. You brought us drinks.
We did.
We got samples, and so again, I'm not trying to recall my conversation before, but there's thousands of drink combinations.
About 20,000 different drink combinations.
We're gonna try 3.
Yeah, anything you could dream up, we can make. So we brought for you today an energy, a fizz, and a coffee. So the energy we have today is the Georgia Peach, which is a strawberry and peach energy.
Holly's very excited. She's from Georgia.
So perfect.
And that's exactly why we brought it.
I knew that y'all knew that.
Yeah.
We clearly shared that before. So this is called Georgia Peach, right?
Georgia Peach.
Okay, so let's give it a try, Holly. I don't have a microphone for Holly. Let's put Holly on my mic.
It's really good. It's refreshing. Is there bubbles in it? What is it?
Yeah, so it's an energy drink. So we have our own brand of energy. It's called 7 Energy. And we use that and we combine that with the flavors of the strawberry and peach.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, that's good.
Up. You like it?
Yeah, my mic's a little hot. That's really good. No, that's fine. I use it for other people. So does that sound better?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't even have headphones on.
I know.
No, this is
You're doing great, buddy.
No, this is really good. So I could see myself drinking this
Yeah.
pretty much every day. Strawberry peach. So it's
That's
the
energy.
The Georgia Peach.
Yeah.
All
And that's what's really cool about our energy, because we have our own brand and we have all that access to all the different flavors. You can really create whatever you're feeling that day. It's endless.
All right. Now this darker purplish one.
Yes, this is the Midnight Rain Fizz. So it's a non-caffeinated option. It's basically sparkling water in flavor. And this is a blackberry blue raspberry.
I done tasted
did
mine. I
try-
wasn't waiting. That's really good. Yeah, I'm gonna get hooked on some of this stuff.
Yes, that's good.
Yeah,
too.
that's really good. So non-caffeinated too.
Yes,
So this is basically healthy.
I probably need a non-caffeinated option because I'm jittery, like I'm high strung. So this would be a good choice for me.
Yeah, we have so many non-caffeinated and caffeinated options. You know, any time of day, feel free. You're gonna find something for sure.
Yeah, apparently there's 20,000.
So many options.
Now this is a coffee.
Yes, we brought you a coffee option. This is our Blondie. It's our nationwide bestseller. It's
heard of this one.
yes, it's a caramel vanilla breve.
All right, what's that last word you just used there?
Breve. It's half and half.
Okay, half and
Yep.
half. Now I'm going to make an admission here. Before I've never drank a single drop of an iced
I've
coffee
never
in my
had
life.
iced coffee.
You're
either.
kidding.
No, we're
Well,
like old souls, and I've got
like-
my hot coffee in my cup over there, and I've never
So
done the
yeah,
iced coffee thing.
I'm excited about it.
This is going to be a
This
first.
is so exciting.
I know.
Okay, I hope we did well. Sarah made it, so.
Okay, no, that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
That is, yeah.
I've been fighting that fight for a long time. I don't know why, but I'm like, I don't want iced
That's
coffee. I just
like
want regular
dessert
coffee.
for breakfast.
Yeah, no, that's good. Okay. I'm going to get hooked on stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, you can get it hot as well. We can do it all, but
Oh, you can get that hot.
you can get it hot, iced, or as a chiller, which is a blended coffee.
It's delicious as a chiller. It's very, very good.
Nikki wants to know when you guys are coming to Pennsylvania, and more specifically, a town near her.
We are coming to Pennsylvania very soon, actually.
Really?
Yes.
This
good.
summer we'll be in PA. Yeah, we're so
What area can you say? Are you allowed to say? You don't have to. I don't get you in trouble.
Indiana, Pennsylvania is our
Indiana,
first
okay.
one.
I don't know where that's
how
at.
close that is. She's near Scranton, isn't
Like
she?
Hershey or
Yeah, I don't know where she's at.
Music. I don't know.
She's up there somewhere.
And folks are very excited about the caffeine for
a cause.
Yeah.
For a cause,
I'm so
Get
They
some
say
comments
thank
on
you
that.
for the looking out for the veterans in the community. So
Absolutely.
good job, guys.
Yeah, it was such an obvious partnership when we came in. Yeah, they've been so great to work with, and we just can't wait to support them.
Now, this is my first time drinking the iced coffee. This is Sarah 2's first time on the radio.
Yeah.
So a bunch of firsts. Sarah 1, just her second time. So y'all are
Yeah.
relatively new. but
She's a pro now.
yeah, y'all are both pros. So now every community you go to, you must demand that the local radio station better let you on. If they don't, then they're not as good as us. And you tell them.
Well, you got to let them know we bring free drinks.
Yeah, bring free drinks and we'll do it on the air, and that's cool. So, now do y'all have a favorite? Like, what is you probably had so much 7 Brew, you know all the combinations. So, what would be your go-to? You know, you probably know the hidden combinations too.
We do. So we have a secret menu, which is available. You can find it on Facebook. You can Google
Not
it.
too
It's everywhere. It's not super secret, but it is very well sought after. So I am a little bit known for kind of switching it up all the time. I'm there every day. Might as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think my current go-to is a cookie butter sweet and salty on the coffee side of things. So sweet and salty is one of our original 7. We use that as the base of the drink. And then I add cookie butter to it, which is white chocolate, toasted marshmallow, and hazelnut.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay. What about Sarah 2?
Oh man, from the original 7, I love a German chocolate, and I get it with coconut milk. We do milk alternatives are free, so I love that, and it adds a little bit extra coconut. And then for energy, I've recently been converted to the pixie stick, which is on the secret menu, and it is pomegranate, orange, and almond.
Yeah.
But it tastes just like a pixie stick. I don't know how any of those flavors
It's been a
make
long time
sense.
since I had a pixie stick.
It's
Been a minute.
delicious. It's so good.
Okay.
What was your favorite out of the 3 you tried?
Out of these 3,
Yeah.
I really keep going back to this Georgia.
I like the
Georgia
yeah.
peach.
And,
No,
but
the
I
energy's
feel
good.
like this one is going to be my favorite today. This
They
the
call
blondie.
yeah. I like them all. This purple one's good too.
Maybe
the
it's morning and I'm just
Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to make that
Craving the
decision. I was
coffee.
just getting a couple of sips of them all, and I'm like, I want to sit here and drink all of these. And I don't know if I should do that or not. At least one of them's not caffeinated, so maybe I won't be too jittery.
Keep you going.
yeah.
We're all small, so you'll be fine.
I've got to drive to Florida tomorrow, so maybe I stop by. Maybe I get some drinks tomorrow.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Before we go now. Let's talk a little bit about the 7 Brew style, the atmosphere when you go over there. So I've not had 7 Brew, never been there. It's a drive-through only kind of deal, right? So you don't go in, you drive through and pick up your stuff. And Sarah too was telling me a little bit about about this before, about how it's kind of like a fun atmosphere and things like that. Why don't y'all tell the listeners about that a little bit?
Sure. I think one thing that sets us apart really from other coffee shops is the experience that you get when you come to a Seven Brew. You pull into the lot and immediately we have music going inside the stand. We have music going outside the stand. And you're greeted right away by a real person.
Okay.
You're not pulling into a line and then going to a box and talking to a screen.
That's important for me when I don't know how to order.
Yes,
like
and that's
all
a
these
big part of it.
combinations. I need some help.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. We call them texters. So they're out there, they're taking your order. They are there to walk you through the menu, help you make those decisions, and just keep you educated on like what's coming up. If you're still trying to figure out what you like, maybe they'll suggest something that's really popular. And help you get to that solution. If you're like, I really like peach, that's something that I like, peach is a flavor I really like. They can tell you anything you could put peach in. They'll give you all the secret menu options. So they're there to educate you and really keep you up to date. And it's a face-to-face interaction. It's an experience versus you're talking to a box and then you pull up to a window and someone's closing the window on you and you don't actually speak to anyone. We're all about that human interaction, and cultivating kindness is what we're all about. So, reaching out and doing these community caffeine for a causes, we want to create that culture in a community, and so people can come back and remember us for that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think that's great because honestly, one of the reasons I don't think that I've ever tried iced coffee is because I'm intimidated by the ordering process. One of my sisters, she could probably already order anything off your menu and the secret one, but me, so to have someone out there to explain that's a relief for me.
Yeah, I get a little intimidated by it too, because I'm just like, I pull up and I look at it, I'm like, I just want a hot coffee, just a regular hot coffee, because I don't know what to do with all the flavors.
I'll let you in a little secret as well. If you get up to a texter and you really don't know what to do, you can even say surprise me, and we have a button for that. So they'll come up with a good surprise drink for you. More helpful if you can tell them what you like and don't like. We wouldn't want to give you chocolate if you're not a fan. But if you can say peach surprise me, we'll come up for something with you.
Peach surprise me.
That's fun.
I like the wordplay there too.
Yeah.
Please surprise me. Peach surprise me. Donna wants to know where this is at. We talked about it, but we'll cover it again for Donna. So Seven Brew will be, or is, across from Chick-fil-A, right next to John Roberts Nissan on the corner of Hillsborough Boulevard and Kimberly Lane is where you're going to find them. And their first official date, again, remind me. First official date to the public.
First date is June 30th.
June 30th.
Yep.
So
coming right up.
Yeah, that's going to be soon. Swag Day, July 12th. Did we talk about that yet?
We have not, but it is the best day of the year. Saturday, July 12th. Swag Day is one of our best grand opening events that we have. So you come by and you buy a large drink and you get a free t-shirt. Sarah too, wearing a great Swag Day shirt.
I love that.
Yes, she's got the Blondie shirt on.
Yes. We have so many cool different branded Seven Brew gear available that day. And I mean, it's one of those things people travel for sure. It's a very exciting day.
You guys are getting an early start on that, 5:30 a.m.
Yeah, we're there every morning at 5:30.
It's an early start every day. So I could go by there and get something before I come to the morning show, because a lot of people aren't open for me. Like I come to work right at about 5:30.
Yeah, so 5:30 is when we open, and then during the week, so Sunday through Thursday, we close at 10 p.m. And then Fridays and Saturdays, we close at 11 p.m.
Oh, so you're going to be open late.
Yep.
So people who want to party through the night can get their caffeine up to 11 o'clock.
We got to get our night shift folks too.
Yeah, and y'all are hiring a lot of people.
We are, yeah. We're hiring about 75 people, and we're planning to maintain that. So 75 jobs in the community, which is really exciting.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's hard. I can't manage 10 people.
Yeah.
It's a little stand, but we need a lot of help. So
yeah. Well, hopefully the things go well. Is there any other things we need to talk about while we've got y'all here? We got time. I don't want to.
I don't think so. A big thing that we do when we enter a community is that we try to sponsor, different fundraisers, things like that. In Shelbyville, we're the sponsors for the Unionville Vipers,
cool.
Which is like a little league team,
Cute.
and 5, 6, 7, 8 cheerleading. So, if there's any kids sports or things that are looking for
you probably
sponsors.
shouldn't have said that on the air.
Oh gosh, yeah, maybe not. But we just love to get involved with the community. We're so happy to be here in Manchester, and we can't wait to open. We're ready to go.
They're gonna be lined up waiting on you over there for those sponsor forms here in just a minute. So, y'all, thank you so much for bringing these drinks. These are so good. I'm a fan. I haven't had any. You converted me really quickly, so I'm a fan.
Didn't take much convincing to get
No,
you to try it either.
Bring me something free.
Yeah.
And I'm good. But bring me something free and give us even better. So we're always giving out prizes on the morning show. Nobody ever brings me prizes much. I mean, occasionally people will show up with donuts and stuff, but we appreciate that. And good luck to y'all getting open. You have any social media yet? Are y'all going to have like a specific local social media page for the Manchester branch or no? Or
I do believe we'll have a Facebook page,
Okay.
but more so we have a QR code. When you drive by, it's on the sign, and then we have it on the forms here. And I'm
Okay.
sure you'll be seeing these forms floating around the community where you can scan the QR code and it will opt you into some text notifications from us that are specific for Manchester. So
Okay.
if there's anything going on, if we're running a special or we want to tell you about a new drink, you'll get a text from us.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We'll try to share that code on social media so people can get signed up for
Oh, we
that.
would love that.
Yeah. All right. Well, great. Thank you so much, Sarah 1, Sarah 2. Y'all have a good day. Y'all got more deliveries to make, I imagine.
Oh, we
so
sure
many
do.
more. So many
Yes.
more.
All right, y'all have a good rest of your day. 7 Brew. Y'all go see them in Manchester. First official day open, June the 30th. You're listening to the morning show on Thunder.
Are you looking for a dental office that can take care of your entire family's dental needs? Look no further than Carmine Family Dental in Deckard. Led by Dr. Carmine, their team.
I don't know that I realized that Holly hadn't had one. I think I didn't realize that.
You know, it's funny. We certainly sell a lot more hot coffee in Tennessee than we do in Chicagoland, which I don't know. Maybe that's just a thing. But,
Y'all sell more hot coffee here?
yeah. But you guys get a lot of rain.
We do. It's been a rainy year. This has been the wettest spring. I think they said the wettest in 50 years. I mean, it's rained a lot this year. And y'all will be open for Monterey next year too, so y'all make a killing in June.
Yeah.
Even late May.
Yeah. We were there a little bit during
Yeah.
Monterey.
What Monterey we had, right? It's
Yeah,
kind of
exactly.
truncated year.
We gave out like energy cans to the people going in and out of Bravo.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because they were coming past, especially the last, like when they were all leaving.
They were wanting to stop.
On like Saturday morning when everyone had to leave.
Yeah.
We stood outside and handed them all energy cans. So a lot of them had long drives home. So
Yeah.
we handed out energy cans to everyone as they were leaving as well.
That's awesome.
Grab a picture. Let me.
Yeah, let's take a picture.
Yeah.
You want to do it in here? Right. The light's better in
Light's
here.
better in
Well, I
here?
mean, there's the sign out. You want to go out there and turn it
I'll
off?
grab a
Turn it off.
like one of all the
Yeah.
pictures.
That's right. One lucky
Yeah.
winner gets a whole new central heated air system. It could be you. Enter now at thunder1320.com. That's thunder1320.com. Click the banner on the homepage. It's free to enter. Stay red, white, and cool with
Oh, thank you.
heating and air.
I was in a golf tournament and I needed to get
Register now at thunder1320.
I'm not a golfer.
For the first time.
These are for you guys.
Oh,
thank you so much.
you.
for coming.
Oh, I so
Thank
appreciate
you.
that. That's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a couple shirts. We have a medium, and then we have extra large.
These are for us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, good shirts.
Yeah.
And then we've got these to
Free
give
swag
away
day.
on the morning show.
Yeah. You know what, let me grab a couple more for you outside. Have some more.
Okay.
giveaways.
Yeah, we'll do some
Yeah.
giveaways.
Yeah, that way you guys can keep a couple for yourself.
Thank you so much.
And I don't know what we
Can
should
I-
do about these drinks.
Do you,
Yeah.
you want me to help you carry them out?
No, that's okay. Yeah, I can.
We can do them at a store.
Yeah, you know what? I'll give you the card. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank y'all. Y'all have a good time.
Hey guys, I'm Eli Mills, owner of Millie's Auto. You're going to work directly with me or one of my skilled mechanics, and we are committed to quality and honesty.
Yeah, they did great.
Prices you'll love. Head to
So seriously, the drinks guys are good. I've not I've not had those kind of drinks before. I don't do that generally, but I'm sold on that. That's good stuff. All three that they brought were good, so y'all give them a try when they get open. 22 Kimberly Lane, the official address, but y'all, a lot of people are going to know next to John Roberts. Let's get Holly's drinks to her side. I didn't realize I was getting 3 drinks, so I'm pretty pumped about that. I have completely trashed my hot coffee. I'm not even drinking it anymore. Oh. Good, Holly. I was telling them these drinks are really art.
Yeah.
That wasn't salesmanship. Those drinks are good.
They are from Chicago and Boston.
Boston. I knew that one was from Sarah too. Was from Illinois.
I didn't know where they were. I was like, so are y'all low? You know, I thought they were staying and working.
No,
I didn't
no.
realize they were the crew that comes in and
Yeah, helps get it going. Yeah. I'd only dealt with Sarah too. I hadn't met Sarah one yet.
Because that's faith in you can believe. Coffee County Bank. Believe in better. Find out more online at www.coffee.bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hey folks, B.B. Brown, Walker Realtor, Jordan Associates. Folks, we have an absolute court order at a state auction Saturday, June 28th, starting at 10 a.m.
Alright. Yeah, I like the blondie. That's good. I'm sure it's a lot of caffeine. Probably need that, but it's good.
Again, it'll be at 427 Belmont Road, Manchester, Saturday, June 28th.
I knew one was from North. She said Pennsylvania. Yeah. We have to drive over here for now, Kevin. You can drive over here and visit us and get some 7 Brew.
Thunder Radio Morning Show. We are all kind of out of sorts in terms of the schedule today, but that's all right. Big thanks to the Sarahs, Sarah Conroy, Sarah McDonald from 7 Brew for stopping by and hanging out with us some today. Holly thinks the show's over. She's just wandering around the studio on the phone. It's done. We still got Morning Show Overdrive, which is what we're hitting right now. Financed by New Haven Mortgage. Heather Phillips and her team. Heather was in yesterday doing some commercials.
She did such a good job.
She worked with Holly, the producer extraordinaire, yesterday.
I think we did a fine job.
You did good.
Some of the finest commercials I've ever had the privilege of recording.
Yeah. Well, I thought they were well written.
What are we doing here?
Well, there's a couple of options. We can do Name That Tune if you want.
That's what I want.
We'll do that. We'll do Name That Tune. So birthdays we're going to do in a little bit. Let's do Name That Tune. Let's play some more games. I can't stop drinking this blondie.
Hey, that's what we're going to give away right here.
Okay. We got. So y'all want some 7 Brew drinks? 2. Let's do. How many 7 Brew drinks we got?
Well, we'll do a free 7 Brew drink and a Thunder Radio t-shirt. Any medium 7 Brew.
Oh, I didn't even ask what size this is. Small, I guess. I don't know. All right. So if you wanted, you just heard Sarah's on from a 7 Brew. If you want to try some of that 7 Brew out, we'll hook you up with a free drink. They were so kind to hook us up with some free drink certificates. So we're going to play Name That Tune. You can guess the name of that song on the Ben Lomond Connect hotline, 728-1320 or 728-3526. We will hook you up with one of these fine 7 Brew free drinks. Okay, you ready to play, Holly?
I'm ready.
What song is this? I just looked at the screen. I don't know what we're even looking at right
now. Then whoever's going to get it is going to earn this drink.
All right, name the song.
Tough one.
All right, I got a 1-second clip and then a 2-second clip and a 3-second clip. At any point in time, if you know it, give us a call, 728-1320, and you can be the very first person to win a free drink gift card to 7 Brew. So that's pretty cool right there. Somebody pulling up in here now. Hope they're not coming up here to win that, to pick up their late winning tickets because they ain't ready. I won't have those till after the show.
I'll go handle it.
Well, if that's the case, still can't get him. That's Matthew. I think he wants something else. Whatever Matthew wants, probably ready. Now, Matthew says it's "Oh, what a night," or not Matthew. Hattie says "Oh, what a night," but I don't think that's not the official name of the song that I have in here. I've got that in parentheses, but that's not the official name that I'm looking at on the screen. Nobody. I've got a couple guesses on the cameras, but nothing on the phone. 728-1320. The "Oh, what a night" I've got in parentheses to this, but that doesn't. It's not the official name based on what I'm looking at on the screen. Nobody guessing.
Do you know it now that you've heard a little of it?
I don't know that I would have ever known the name. I've heard the song, but I don't know that I would have known the name.
Gotcha.
To the song. Morning show.
December 1963.
December 1963 is the name of the song. Do you happen to know the artist?
Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons.
It is. It is Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. Who am I talking to?
It's Chris Jackson.
That's what I thought. I thought that sounded like Chris Jackson.
Chris Jackson.
He's a genius, that guy. He knows everything. All right, Chris Jackson. Yes. Have you ever had 7 Brew before?
I have not.
Well, I've got a gift card here for you. So,
older kids.
Yeah,
I
either.
know the old kids had it, and they were talking about it.
Yeah.
I have a feeling Macy might end
Yeah,
up
fix it.
with
That's
it.
probably something Macy's gonna like. So come on by and get your certificate or get your card here at the station. Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you, sir. Yes, it is. In fact, December 1963. Oh, what a night! In parentheses on that, Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons there. Sing it, Holly. Sing it, Holly. She started.
What a
singing.
lady! What a night!
Dina, call back. All right, congratulations, Chris Jackson. He wins a free drink, 7 Brew. He could pick that up here at the Unity Medical Center Studios on Oakdale Street. We'll be here until 8:30. We got birthdays coming up next. Don't go anywhere.
It's Customer Appreciation Day at Highland Rim Propane. Thursday from 8 to 5 at 5437 McMinnville Highway. Come by.
Get a blondie.
I might like a blondie hot. I might like a hot blondie.
Like hot blondie. Yeah. I'd have to go up there and get a hold of a hot blondie. You can't say that.
Listen, I'm going to drink this. It's good. I like the taste of it. I prefer
I'm
coffee.
still going to be a hot coffee drinker. It's good. I like this peach though.
Yeah, the peach thing is good.
Oh. Drink the blondie and then immediately switch to the peach. Take a drink and then switch. Now take a drink. Go. This attacks the senses. It attacks you.
It was very intense.
Yes. I like that purple one. She said it was just basically water and some flavor, right? Isn't that what she said?
Yeah, basically.
Birthdays. You got a few birthdays for today. For y'all that are curious, Madge won the pie yesterday.
Yeah,
Madge won the pie.
Make that announcement when we come back.
I'm gonna. It's birthday time. I only got 2 birthdays for today. Yeah, poor Josh Taylor never had a chance once Madge called in. It was over. It is over. Still in the running for the cake, though. Nikki said she knew one of them was from Pennsylvania or from Boston, but you heard her say Pennsylvania.
How'd you say it?
I don't know. I don't remember. I didn't catch it. I didn't catch a heavy accent.
How far is the town from Nikki that they said?
Indiana, Pennsylvania. Is that what she said?
Yeah. How far
is Indiana, Pennsylvania?
I didn't know that was a place. When she said Indiana, I'm like, whoa, honey, you're way off. We're talking about Pennsylvania.
Wrong state. We said Pennsylvania. No, I didn't pick up an accent.
Take on my face.
On her. Let's see.
Trust and prices you'll love. Head to Millie's Auto Repair at 354 Expressway Drive in Manchester. That's past Burger King on the right.
Birthday time on the Thunder Radio Morning Show. We like to celebrate birthdays here every day. Usually around this time. We actually somewhat have got this show back on the rails. I don't know how we did that after that long visit from 7 Brew, but we are so glad they came by. We have a birthday pie and birthday cake winners every day. That pie comes from the Mercantile Cafe, Bakery, and Gift Shop yesterday. Madge Break. That's right, Madge Break turned 97, won a slice of birthday pie. Congratulations, Madge. Come on by the Thunder Radio Studios and pick up your certificate. At the end of the week, that's tomorrow, we draw for a grand prize, a birthday cake from the Food Lion. We also take all of our anniversary submissions and we draw for a designer's choice floral arrangement from the Mossy Pot. Guys, call in that anniversary. That's not that hard to do, and you could win flowers. Good chance you win flowers because the anniversary submissions are lower than the birthdays. All right, Thursday the 19th, happy birthday. Scott Torres has a birthday today. Yes, and Lachelle Farrell has a birthday today. And that's all I got for local birthdays. Holly?
Okay. This first celebrity birthday, he likes to go thrift shopping.
Oh, Macklemore.
Macklemore turns 42 today.
Got R. Kelly Sheets.
It's got him listed as a rapper?
Macklemore, I think he's probably listed as a rapper, yeah.
Okay. I didn't realize that.
Sounds about right.
Okay, here's the...
Put on a good show at Bonnaroo several years
It was
back.
good. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
Here's your next hint for the next celebrity.
Do it again.
You don't need me to do it again.
No, do it again. Do it again.
Nope. Paula Abdul turned 63 today.
Okay.
Also, when we first started doing...
I was about to say the Spice Girls.
Oh, you were way off.
Yeah. Zig zig. Ah.
When we first started doing famous birthdays, I think this guy's birthday ended up becoming a commercial. It's Lou Gehrig. Lou Gehrig has a birthday today, not a disease. Well, he did have a disease also, but
I remember she gets on there and she goes, Lou Gehrig's got a disease today.
I meant
and she goes,
I wanted to die. I wanted to melt into the floor because here I am. I'm like, Macklemore's got a birthday today. Lou Gehrig has a disease. I mean, birthday. So
I remember her face still. I can still see what she looked like.
It was the first time I had said anything bad on the radio.
It was like I think that was her first major screw up. It's not bad. I think we're about 6 months into Morning Show 1.0.
Yeah.
And now we're 6 months into Morning Show 6.0.
And I do things worse than that all the time.
She's not really gotten any better over time. I don't know that she's improved much.
But when you, to my defense, when you hear Lou Gehrig, now it's followed by disease.
Yeah.
It comes with the...
A lot of people don't just talk about Lou Gehrig's baseball career. It's just not.
Which is unfortunate because he was a really good baseball player.
No, she's ventured off into a path she didn't mean to.
The boy one at Christmas time, the Christmas tree that we put up in his room is like the Hallmark athlete ornaments. Like there's Shaquille O'Neal and Larry Bird and all of these famous athletes, and one of them is Lou Gehrig. And every time I take that ornament out, I think about what I did on the radio that time. I put him right on front, right at eye level. He gets the best spot on the tree.
Proper display for nobody to see it. Nobody is ever going to go in that room.
I go in there.
I'm scared to go in there. You're the only person who goes in there. It smells.
It does not.
And there are water bottles everywhere.
It is where water bottles. It's like a water bottle cemetery in there. Why can't we just throw them in the trash?
The TV is always on and the bed is never made. Like, why is that? How are you walk in there? The TV's on and the bed ain't made. It's like.
He'll be 20. He'll be 20 in like 1 month.
Maybe he'll learn to make that bed. All right. We got more morning show. Overdrive financed by New Haven Mortgage. Heather Phillips and her team. There's a lot of things in life that's complicated. A lot of things out there. Canceling a gym membership can be complicated. Group text, complicated, stressful. Getting a loan for your home or refinancing, that should not be stressful. That should be super easy. And that's what Heather Phillips and her team do at New Haven Mortgage. NewHavenMTG.com. That's NewHavenMTG.com. NMLS 1477317.
You ever text your boss instead of your husband? Yeah, that's stress. Trying to connect your phone to your car's Bluetooth?
Wait, say that again? I didn't hear you.
Stressful. Buying or refinancing a home? Piece of cake.
We have a team full of people ready to get you pre-approved and on your home buying journey. Visit newhavenmtg.com to get started. You know what else is stressful? Reading disclaimers.
I love that. That's an authentic laugh.
I snuck that one in there. I noticed that she didn't read any of the disclaimers. I had to go back and pull the old disclaimers to put on there. Pretty short segment, which I know was your goal.
I'm just going to read Thursday, Thursday headlines.
Okay.
Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. For Thunder Radio News, Tiffany Seaburn.
All right. Morning, Dana. Are you just now joining us?
No, she's been on.
Oh, she said good morning. Is she talking to somebody else?
Dana Maiden?
Yeah.
No, she's been on.
No, she just said good morning, like she just now got on here with us. Man, these are good.
Yeah, the blondie's good.
The peach, I could tell I would only want a small one of it because it's just so powerful. The purple one, I could drink that all day. Send these to the girl when she's going to be so jelly. Send her the picture of all these 7 brews we got. Is she up?
Oh, I meant to call her, and that's what. Oh, she's up.
Yeah. She's needs to be responsible enough to wake her own self up.
You're awake, I can tell.
Yeah.
You sound bright and chipper and ready for the day.
Ish. I just took a shower.
Oh, that's refreshing. I'm drinking 7 brew.
Wait, they're open?
They are not open.
They're not open, but they come by as guests on the morning show today, and they brought us 6 free drinks.
I knew she was going to want one.
Leave early and come by and get one.
Okay.
Which kind do you like?
There's one called a blondie.
That's not
Okay,
And
well,
then we got the peach, the Georgia peach.
there's a Georgia peach energy, and then there is a no sugar one. No caffeine one, I mean.
I'll take the blondie.
Okay.
She take your blondie because I'm drinking my blondie.
All right.
You have one too?
Oh, yeah. You're not getting my blondie.
What?
Well, you're not.
All right, drive safe.
What are you saying?
Me? I said drive safe.
Oh, Josh.
He said you're not getting his blondie.
Oh, there's another one though, right?
There's 2. You can have mine.
Oh, did you want it?
No.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Even if Holly did want it, she'd be like, you can have it.
I know. That's what mamas do, though, isn't it? I saw a thing one time that says mothers, when something about when there's 4 slices of pie for a family of 5, and your mother declares she's never really liked pie anyway.
Right.
And that's what mamas do.
I'll buy you some pie, though.
I love pie. I love cobbler.
Dana said at least she was sweet and asked if you wanted it. No, that was the last thing she asked. And Holly said, yeah, I want it. She'd be like, oh, okay, bye. And then she would hang up the phone. She was sweet because she got what she wanted. I'm just telling you.
They're open?
Bro!
Like a crackhead.
I know. Said we're going to make it on.
She better not be late to work because she's trying to come by here and
tell
do
her
coffee.
that. Be like, don't you do that. You leave early or you don't come get the coffee. We won't give it to you if you come here to.
Matter of fact, I'll open it and I'll throw it on you.
Yeah. And then you'll go to work smelling like 7 brew, but you won't be able to drink it. That's how we are.
I said, don't be late to coffee. Work.
Man, I don't know what it is about drinking that blondie and then hitting that peach, but it's got me addicted. I'm gonna be jittery as hell all day. I'm just gonna be like,
I didn't mean to call. My sister, I accidentally called my sister. I know she thinks there was drama because I don't ever call her in the morning.
Oh, so she's like, what?
So she saw a missed call. She's like, Holly must got something juicy. I don't ever have anything juicy. I'm the last to know. Sometimes people will be like, Holly, what's going on with this? I don't know. Ask
Just
Josh.
this morning, Holly learned 7 Brew was coming to town.
The ocean breeze.
Cinnamon roll looks pretty good.
Yeah, the cinnamon roll. I wonder if I can get that in a hot.
Oh, a hot cinnamon roll drink? I'm about to gain some weight.
It sounds like a fun place to work.
Right? I'm gonna be like, what kind of music are I cranked up out there? The rooster would be good. Just crank that up. Kevin said Josh would give her his blondie. I'd bet the house on it.
You are 1000% correct. He's going to give it to her when she comes by to get mine. He's going to say, you need to.
And that's why she is the way she is.
It's your fault.
Radio show, The Morning Show with Josh and Holly.
Morning show here until 8:30 today. I got just a few minutes left. Big thanks to Sarah 1, Sarah 2 from 7 Brew for coming by, bringing us some drinks. Holly's already told the girl when we have 7 Brew up here, and she ran out the house, didn't even put no clothes on. She just on her way up here to get some 7 Brew. She goes, they're open?
That's what I said. She said, I'm getting ready for work. I said, oh, I'm just sitting here drinking 7 Brew. She said, they're open? Like a crackhead.
I know. We're like, no, they're not. We just are VIPs. And then she got upset. Bro.
All right. Thursday.
Yeah, we got just a couple minutes.
I don't have time to go through and read you the stories, but I'm going to read you the headline. I'm going to read you the meat of the story. A couple of tourists.
Give me the meat.
In a museum in Italy.
Okay.
We're taking photos of with artist Nicola Bola's Van Gogh chair. The piece is covered entirely with hundreds of.
I thought you were just reading the headline.
Swarovski. No, that's not how you say it.
Oh boy.
Crystals.
Okay.
Little crystals.
Okay.
So it's a chair. What does the guy do? He goes over there and pretends to sit in the chair, loses his balance, actually falls onto the piece, breaks it. He broke a piece of art.
What are you doing?
Don't touch that stuff, y'all. That ain't worth a picture.
They got all these signs up that, don't touch, blah, blah, blah.
They scattered. She helped him up. He's an older gentleman, and she helped him up, and they just scurried around the corner.
Oh no!
Like
there's not cameras on that piece of art.
Like Grandpa Joe and Willy Wonka when he got caught drinking that fizzy pop.
When we were at Graceland, they wouldn't even let you use your flash on your phone to take pictures in there. Like when we went to Graceland. And
I don't remember that.
Yeah, you couldn't use a flash or anything. Of course, who uses a flash anymore? Right? I feel like that's for older cameras, right? But some darker rooms, maybe your phone would try to flash. It was forbidden.
The light.
They wanted a light on some of that stuff.
North Carolina officers search for a man who urinated on items at a gas station.
All right, then.
Anytime there's somebody spitting or urinating or defecating on something, they're going, that's turd head activity. I don't like it.
Has already left the house.
She left. She said, skirt.
Our girl one has to be at work
7 Brew.
She has to be at work at 9:00. And she generally leaves at 8:40, and she rolls up in there at 8:55. And and you can't make her leave early for anything. Oh, it takes me this long to do this, and she's always late. We always get in fights about it. And we told her we had 7 Brew up here, and she has left the house at 8:23. Within 5 minutes of the phone call, she's out the door and gone.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I don't need to do makeup today.
Last Thursday. Southeast Texas man reprimanded by judge for wearing a world's best farter shirt in court. Well, I mean, he might have thought it said father.
Yeah. My Mima bought me a shirt one time that said beauty's in the eyes of the beer holder, and she did not realize it said that.
How old were you?
16, 15, something like that. She thought it said beholder, and then she got very mad about it. Why would they even sell that filth? Come on.
Mima.
Oh, yes. Morning show here until 8:30 today. I told you I'd get the Friday mix in somewhere. Here it is. Morning show overdrive financed by New Haven Mortgage. They make the process simple. No need to be complicated about something so necessary like buying a home or refinancing. NewHavenMTG.com, NMLS 1477317. Said you now know her incentives. I know. Like apparently we just need to get 7 brew. Let's see here. What are you doing with my blondie? Don't mess with my blondie now. All right, Mercantile, Cafe, Bakery, and Gift Shop.
We should do a remote when Renee.
Yeah, I was wanting to do something in her place. We'll take the morning show on the road.
Yeah.
All right, today's lunch. Oh, chicken and dumplings.
My favorite.
Yeah, chicken and dumplings, and they got roast beef.
You can get roast beef. I'll get chicken and dumplings.
And assorted sides. Y'all go by the Mercantile today. Lunch starts at 11. If you've not been there yet, shame on you. Go see them. It's cafeteria. It's so good. It's just that southern cafeteria cooking. 210 North Irwin Street on the square. Y'all have a good day, good weekend. I'll see y'all sometime the week of the 4th. Best ofs on the radio for the next week. Tune in for them. Okay? Bye. Bye.